Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. In the last episode, we got kind of our new North African enclosures here with our Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus there. Two large predatory dinosaurs. And so I got those all built out, and yeah, looking good. And so we now need to move on to the next set of enclosures. And there was a really good comment about that, for suggestions for that, is that since we seem to be not only moving through space, you know, we have North America, then we're going to be moving into Africa, you know, through these two, then we're also moving back in time because these are late Cretaceous, and then this is going further back into the Cretaceous. So the next set should probably jump into a new time period, so kind of an, you know, which is going to be kind of early Cretaceous, and also move into a different region, which we have stuff from that period in Europe. And we're talking Baryonyx, Iguanodon, Polycanthus, that sort of thing. So we're going to work on that. Now, and then after that is it will probably move on to Jurassic China, which is going to be, you know, Sinosaurus, Chunkingosaurus, Gigantospinosaurus, Huayangosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, and some other possibilities. And that kind of brings me to the next bit of business I wanted to go over here, and it's unfortunate that it's nighttime. Let me fix that. There we go. Now it's daytime again. Because one of the things that I was kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, but a little bit, is that some of the dinosaurs weren't quite as representative of, you know, more correct scientific understanding. I got some stuff to replace here. Where's the feeder that's bad? Oh, over there? Alright. I'll get you to fill in some feeders. Okay. Because, you know, and that's fine. It's not what this game was designed to be. This is not designed to be a, you know, modern, scientifically accurate dinosaur theme park simulation game. This is designed to be a Jurassic World and Jurassic Park themed game, and so the dinosaurs look the way that they looked in the films. But I was still thinking about it, and I was wondering if there were mods that existed for the game. Since I'm in a sandbox park, and, you know, it won't interfere with the, you know, the progression of the kind of story-driven elements of the game, I went and looked for it. And sure enough, there are. And I've installed a bunch. So we're going to go ahead and go over that and showcase those. Alright, first is going to be our Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, forgot about that. You turn that off that way. Which is designed to be a lot more representative of actual T-Rex specimens, and this one specifically is based on the Sioux specimen, which is the largest and most complete. This is the largest and most complete T-Rex skeleton that has yet been discovered. So, it's a lot bulkier, I think, than the original. And also, you know, the head's a bit different. And, you know, it's got lips that cover the teeth. I think that's still a bit of a debate, whether or not it actually had that. Or not. So that's our T-Rex. A new T-Rex look. And then there were just some other ones that just looked cool. What's other ones that I change? Carcharodontosaurus is a bit new. Again, based on kind of actual skeleton information, the model's been updated a little bit. And well, there's a bunch else. There wasn't anything for Suchomimus. Were the trikes new? No, the trikes aren't new. We got a new Pachycephalosaurus mod. Which I think has got a texture on it to make it look like it's kind of got some feathers. And no Struthiomimus. That one's going to be really hard to see. They're both in there. I think the Torosaurus has been updated. We'll have to look at them again when they actually are out of the trees. Oh, and Edmontosaurus has been updated as well. With what I believe is a more accurate look. And a really, really nice new texture. Okay, and were there any others? Oh, yes, Nigrosaurus. Updated that. And the Ouranosaurus has been updated as well. I'm not sure if there's been any model changes there, but the texture is definitely a lot different. Almost kind of zebra-esque in some ways. Imagine if there's like a whole herd of them. It'd be kind of hard to pick out individuals, which is the purpose of the stripes on zebras. Unfortunately, no updated Suchomimus. There's a few updated Spinosaurus mods, but I wasn't really happy with any of them. Because there were a few that altered the model for the better sail shape, which actually kind of is more squared off. And with the fin-like tail. But, you know, the textures weren't that great, or they're the original textures, which gets all stretched and distorted with the new model, so I wasn't happy with it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw the day-night cycle back on. Alright, so let's start preparing the next enclosures. Oh, that does bring me to another thing I wanted to kind of put out there. For those of you who are kind of watching this particular section of the game, now that I know that there are mods, and that there's actually mods that completely replace entire dinosaurs. And for the Asian set of enclosures, there is the option to add in Yang Chuanosaurus. I'm probably butchering that terribly, to the game, which is a large predator theropod. In fact, hold on, let me see. This is what it would look like. Very nice texture on it. The thing is this replaces the Allosaurus. So if I put that in there, it would replace the Allosaurus. So we know LSR as possible to put in any of the enclosures. So, still not entirely sure I want to go with that. So, if anybody has any thoughts on that particular idea, and go ahead and let me know. Okay, so let's actually get to work here. I think I'm gonna tear out all these trees. So, I like to get a good look at kind of terrain I have to work with for this nice kind of European-themed enclosure. And I do want to use this space for something. Because right now it's just a kind of wasted area. I mean, I could just remove that fence or move that fence back to here and let the Carcharodontosaurus roam through that whole area. But it seems like a waste because it's, you know, they don't need the space. They don't need it. So, storm warning. That's okay. Alright, so if I were to do that, structure damaged. The building has been damaged. That's easy enough to fix. They destroyed the bathroom. Gotta get that fixed as fast as possible. Okay, so if we're gonna do this, this would be kind of Iguanodon Polacanthus kind of area here. Now, Polacanthus. Iguanodon is not exactly a... I don't know. Safe is probably not the right word, because none of these wild animals are entirely safe. Polacanthus, that's you. Spiky. You've got spikies too. So wouldn't necessarily want the vehicles to go into the enclosure. But I think Polacanthus would be fine in there, because if I remember correctly, they don't really have that much of a need for space. Iguanodon, we could probably modify to be able to fit. It's a bit of a tight enclosure, so we'll probably try to keep the population really small. I mean, their needs are not that bad already. 1 to 20? 1 to 10? So they're fine by themselves. And Polacanthus likes a fairly small enclosure anyway. Forest, 4 square meters. That's basically like a tree. Okay. Well, let's modify them up. We'll go with the confined space mods. I'm not going to do anything social with them. I might be able to put like 2 examples of each for 4 animals in the pen. That could work. We'll go with woodland pattern on you. No, we don't need to make any modifications there. What I need is habitat. Confined space 3.0. Okay. Let's incubate. Let's see if that area is going to work. Alright, so if I do that, then what I would do is bring this over here. I can make it a really oddly shaped one. Alright, let me just see what I can do with the track. In a second. Who's sick? It's a trike. And that enclosure, it's gonna spread, so that's fine. Alright. While that's getting worked on, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect that track again. And let's see what I can do. Because the shape the track can take is gonna kind of govern the shape that the enclosures are going to take. So what I'm thinking here is I can try to bring this in like there and then curve it like this. Right, as it heads out in this direction, and then we'll figure out where it's going to go from there. And then what we would do is knock out a bit of this fence. Well, we want to knock out that fence anyway because it's not the good viewing fence. I gotta look at what kind of electric or how much power I have available. I might need more than it to be tighter than that. Alright, I'm going to try to do the edge of the map trick and see if that works. Well, let's fight me on that. Yeah, I know it's ready to release. Okay, now, to make that work, I don't want to use any substations, so I'm going to need to electrify this fence. There we go. Alright. Unused power is at 1. Okay, so I'm going to need another power plant somewhere. Alright, Polacanthus, go ahead and release. Iguanodon, release. If they're comfortable in the holding pen, they'll be comfortable in the other pen. And it is. Oh yeah, look. It could be an even smaller enclosure than this, but not that I would want to do that. And what about you?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep,
we are pleased
it
to welcome and
works.
welcome you to the park.
Request acknowledged.
Alright, let's go make sure that the enclosure is prepared. What I want to do is make sure that we do not have any water accessible. There. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is also smooth out that landscaping a little bit. Throw in some trees. I'm not really going to be able to put too many trees there. But what we're going to do is we're going to throw in... No, why am I picking the wrong thing? We're going to throw in a feeder over here to try to attract the animals over to there. And a feeder down here to try to keep everybody over here. And then we'll have a little lake, pond, kind of back here. Try and smooth this out a little bit. Seems a bit odd to have the pond on the top of the hill, but we'll do it. Alright, let's get them moved.
Picking up asset. En route to collect the asset.
And let's do one more of each.
Commencing asset transit. Transporting asset.
Okay. And what I kind of want to have here is a kind of a screen of trees. It tries to hide as much of that fence as possible. Alright, they're ready to go. I had to kind of pause there for a second. Take care of something. One done.
No problem.
And then over here we will have... Oh yeah, before I do any of that, I'm going to need more power. I need more power.
Transportation complete.
Yeah, there we go. There's the power plant.
Confirming asset delivery.
There's not a lot of room over here to hide it. Hold on. Let's get you moved before, so you don't
Asset
just
requiring
sit there
function.
unconscious for a while I figure out where to put this power plant. Which should be the... Oh, wait a minute. Have I put any upgrades on here? No, I have not. Well. There we go. Now we have some more unused power. Excellent.
Transportation underway.
I gotta break this line again a little bit. Do I want to do that? No. I don't think so. Actually. Changing mind. You see, can I make this a little bit tighter to the fence? Yes. Scenery? Maybe I guess we could drop a rock in. Alright, so now this would be
Asset delivery.
baryonyx, I believe. Well, I don't know if the whole thing's going to be baryonyx, but that's the other thing we're going to put over here. Now, the question would be, can I fit a door there? That might be a little close to throw a door in, but I can see. Wish there was an easier way to do this, but it's fine. Yeah, it definitely gets confused. Okay, so let me remove that. Let's make this a little bit longer. Let's see. Oh, Let's see exactly how close I can get that door. I might need to re-edit the fence a little bit. Yeah, that's as close as I can get it. Which should be fine. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll throw in some more trees here to kind of pretend that doesn't exist. And, we'll remove these trees. Let's see, how large... Well, actually, I don't know if I need that particular piece of fence or that gate there just yet. But it's good to get the spacing there. So we come up here. Again, we have like this weird space along here. Now, actually, I might want that door there. Well, let me just at least get this this built anyway. And we're kind of running a bit low on time. Actually, we're a bit over. What's Baryonyx's oh yeah, you're ready to release. Well, that's an interesting skin there.
Setting additional task.
We are pleased to welcome a polar campus to the park.
Alright, so Baryonyx would be it wants a fairly large enclosure. I can modify that down a bit. Wrong gene. There you go. Confined space. Try to cut that down a bit. And 1 to 2, so they'd be fine with 2 in there. Let's see, then that's what, 5,500 square meters of grassland, which it counts the water as grassland. Like, what are these guys' requirements? 9945. So they're actually comfortable in there. I wish there were a way to, like, measure and say, how big is this enclosure? To see if it meets the requirements that you have, you know, you need. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flatten this. I want kind of a steepish. Oh no! No! Obstructed because of the vehicles. There we go. Yeah, I kind of want. A steep-ish section there with our water. Kind of here. We don't need much trees. We'll throw in a little. I really should be wrapping it up, but don't need. Throw in some kind of rock face here, and we need to get rid of the grasses there. And then this is going to be almost entirely sand. That might be a bit heavy. Let's raise it up just a little bit. Yeah, actually, let me go ahead and remove a bunch of that. Oh. Don't necessarily want to get into the trees. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll go ahead and stop there for the moment. I might fill in a little bit of that there. Feeder needs resupply. Let me take care of that. Of course, it's the one that doesn't really matter.
Confirmed. Adding to the list.
Nope, no, don't want to drive the vehicle. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll stop here. We'll get that baryonyx in next episode. And then start working on some other stuff. Oh, you're going to need a door, aren't you? Easy enough. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.